In this section, we're going to nail down a few things about your business and my business before we continue on to making a website. The first thing we're going to nail down is our business name. If you already have one, don't worry about it. But if you don't have one yet, you'll need to make sure you nail that down before we move on. When choosing a business name, don't limit yourself by being too specific. So for example, I don't want to be EEF Creative e-courses because in the future I may choose to offer something besides just e-courses. So something like EEF Creative is going to be much more versatile so that in the future I can branch into other avenues and do other things. When choosing a name, also try not to use unusual spellings or words. I know a lot of people have used, K's instead of C's and Z's instead of S's because the name they truly want is taken. So they've had to get creative with their names. But I really don't recommend doing that because it's confusing. People can't really Google you easily. They're not going to remember the strange spelling that you used. So whenever possible, keep it normal. Keep them normal English words if your audience is English speaking. So don't go crazy. Choose a different name. If the one you want is taken, don't just choose a different spelling. And the next thing to ask yourself about your business name is, can it grow with you? Like the previous example about limiting yourself is, don't choose something that is too cutesy or too trendy because 5 years down the road, you don't want to have to rebrand your entire business. So go ahead and if you don't already have a business name picked out, do some brainstorming for your business name before moving on. Now for description and tagline, especially if you've chosen a name that is not very specific, you may need a description. So the nice thing about descriptions and taglines is that they can change much more easily than your actual business name. So for example, with EEF Creative, I can put something like easy e-courses for entrepreneurs underneath it. So people will know, oh, hey, she does e-courses for entrepreneurs. It's very simple. It tells people exactly what I do. And in the future, if I branch into something else, I can change my description or tagline. Another thing you may want to consider is using your keywords in your tagline. Now, we haven't talked about SEO or anything like that, but think about what people might be Googling for your business. So if you sell crocheted hats for babies, so you might say cute crocheted hats for infants and toddlers. And that could be your tagline or description underneath your header for your website. That will let people know what it is you do right off the bat, and it will be able to change in the future as your business evolves and grows. So go ahead and brainstorm some descriptions and taglines to go with your business name. The next question is, what do you sell? This should be fairly easy if you're already running a business, but kind of be as specific as you can about the products and services that you sell. The reason for doing this, even if you already are online and selling or you have an established business, is because we want to come back to this later. We want to reference this so that we know specifically what to focus on when doing the website. So list your products and services. If you have a whole bunch, just list maybe 5, but get them on that paper because those are going to be what we're going to be focusing on when we put the website together. So go ahead and write those down. And finally, what does your business feel like? These would be also known as brand words. So when people come to your website, when they see your products, what does it feel like? Are they sleek and sophisticated? Are they earthy and laid back? Are they pink and girly or manly and beardy? I don't know. Figure out what your brand and your business feels like and go ahead and write down 3 to 5 brand words for your business. We'll be referencing these later when we're designing the website. So think about how you want people to feel when they show up on your website. Do you want to feel like powerful, strong? Do you want them to feel kind of whimsical and cheerful? So think about that and write those down. So go ahead and finish filling out your worksheet, and then we'll move on to the next section.